Okay, so I'm here in the Lotus. This is the final session of the day, but I didn't really get good sessions in yet because I was sorting out this car. And then the third session I ran my friend's C5 Z06 for comparison. And in that car I was running a 1:57 lap time today. But there was traffic, and so that car is very well set up and would be a little bit faster today. This car today, I've ran a 2-minute lap time, but again, I'm going through the setup. There's a lot of rattles with this car. You can feel it. The suspension is very soft. The stock suspension is very soft, so it could benefit from an upgraded suspension. But the alignment that we've done has, tremendously changed the handling nature of the car. The alignment is a big deal. That guy was really close to the front of my car. The alignment is a big deal, getting the camber arms in the front to get the proper camber. The larger tires help with grip, obviously, so there's a ton of grip with this car. Acceleration-wise on the main straight, you're not going to get, the feeling that you get in a Corvette or something. It's just not going to accelerate that fast. So I ran this car without the roof on, and I got, a 2-minute lap time. I was hitting a top speed of 130, and I was going flat out through the oval. And now we're going to be going with the roof on and see if we get a higher top speed through the straight and through the oval, because that's where you make up a lot of time on this track. And if I do, I can probably drop the lap time below 2 minutes, which would be certainly interesting in this car. Traction control is off. All right. I really doubt I'll be able to catch this Mercedes. That's a very fast car. And this is a track that rewards horsepower more than it does driving skill. And the Lotus is a corner carver. Not necessarily a car that you want for these straightaways. I'm pressing on the gas pedal and it's just not going that fast. So right now I'm hitting 110. Just not a very high top track speed. Braked a little bit too early for that. So I'm coming back from a Corvette right now, and so all the turn-in points are going to be different. Turn-in, braking, shifting, rev matching, everything's going to be different. That transition onto the bank is brutal. Not a big fan of it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start this lap here. I'm coming up high. I'm not getting a higher top speed. It's still 130 miles an hour, but I'm gonna go flat out into this bank. I'm flat out, almost maintaining 130 on the indicator all the way through the turn. Really coming down into the braking zone here. I caught up to this Mercedes. And now we're in a straightaway race war here. So he's gonna beat me up again. Maybe not, I'm catching him. So this is the frustrating thing about the Lotus. I should be able to pass this guy, but he's not going to let me by. And we'll see a big difference when we go to a A track that rewards handling more than acceleration. So really communicative chassis here. When the Lotus steps out, I'm in complete control. The suspension on this is just not good. If I put a good set of coilovers, it will really bring out how good this chassis is. That's just a brutal transition onto that banking. I hate it every time. I got a 159. I think that's about as fast as we're gonna see out of the Lotus today. It's really hot, 90 degrees out, and I'm on street tires. But again, look at how I'm closing the gap in this banking. What do these Mercedes cost? That's a six-figure car, I'm sure. I'm on $400 street tires, and I'm closing the gap on him in a corner. So it's just, you know, it's just impressive to see that. See, I could pass this guy no problem. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not sure what the heck that guy's doing. Using the full course there because I want to get all the momentum I can for this straight, because I just have no power to work with the Lotus. So at top speed, again, I'm probably going to hit 110 miles an hour here, and then I got to hit the brakes. And I'm going down to second there. It's a nice shift to second. These curbs aren't too bad, so I can use them. I need a front sway bar really bad in this car. I'm getting a little too much oversteer. Definitely need some more front roll stiffness. So overall, it's okay. The suspension is okay, but I still stand by what I said before. I would make some changes to this suspension. Absolutely make some changes. I'd throw some better coilovers on it, and you'll see a big difference there. Oh man, we almost got a 158. It's sliding a little bit now, so I'm going flat out still, but we're edging out towards the wall. It's a little bit dangerous, but this car was cheap, so if I total it, I'm not really going to care. And you see these guys out here with, you know, $100,000 cars. I think I'm getting a little bit of fuel starve on those corners. You'll notice the engine is cutting out slightly. But man, with these engine mounts that I did, the transmission just shifts beautifully. Before, the engine was flopping around in there, like back and forth, and now the shifter is nice and firm. The transmission fluid, of course, made a big difference there. Look at how fast I can go through this chicane. It's just nuts. This is a really fun car, and the dynamics are just great. You got a mid-engine, and so the way that it rotates in these corners is just beautiful. You drive a bigger, heavier car, and you won't get this same satisfaction. Yeah, I'm going slower. I'm not turning these brutally fast lap times. But man, what a great car. It looks like with this heat, 159 is going to be my limit today. And if I wanted to go faster, I would definitely change the suspension balance for these tires. I threw much wider tires on this car. I'm running a tire in the front that is 50 millimeters wider than the stock tire. And the rear tires are just slightly wider than the stock tires. I think I have a stock 225, and now I'm running a, oh, we almost got a 158. Wow. We are flying. Okay, see this GT350 that just entered the ring down here? We're gonna go flying past this guy. I'm not going to go past him. That guy is not supposed to do that.